Yo, yo, what's the deal? It's your boy, the Kid Blast. We up here at Firehouse Ignite. I got a very special guest with us today, Skodi in the house.
Yo,
What's the word?
what's the word, gang?
Appreciate you for blessing our little podcast today.
Blessing. That's. I appreciate that. That's how you feel, bro.
Yeah, for sure. No, for sure. I saw you just dropped a new single yesterday.
Yeah.
Way Down,
Yeah.
which is a fire song.
Thank you.
Who produced that?
Madness and Backwoods. They from Atlanta.
Okay, are those like your go-to like producers that you're locked in with, or that was just like a one-off?
I feel like I'm locking in with them.
Got
I
it.
just started working with them, but they fire as hell though. So
Yeah,
they definitely y'all
that
about
sound
to get some
is,
more shit.
is definitely fire. That moved up out of Jersey, was in the hook. Is that where you're from originally, or?
Originally, like my family's from Jersey.
Okay.
So like, that's just all my cousins, my family, everything. And then like we had moved down to Miami when I was like 3 or 4.
Okay. Okay.
So I just stayed in Miami for most of my life.
Do you have older siblings, or were they like hella Jersey like?
Yeah, they grew up in my oldest brother, he 15 years older than me. That man grew up in Newark, like, you feel me? So by the time we got to Florida, he's already out of high school damn near.
Okay. I feel like your sound kind of has you have like a Florida sound, but like kind of like a East Coast type of flow
Yeah.
almost. Like, did you kind of get that from like your older siblings, like listening to their music when you was young, or how did that come about?
Well, actually, it's funny because yes, but they were actually rappers. So
nice.
my oldest brother was a rapper, and then my uncle was a rapper. So they used to have like rap battles at the crib.
Nice.
And mind you, they from Jersey, so like it's super like boom bap. You feel me? All this, you feel me? And like I'm growing up listening to Wu-Tang Clan and like the Fugees, all that shit. So you feel me? So basically, the way I learned how to rap was trying to mimic them.
Right.
So it's like the way like East Coast niggas rap, or like, New York, Northern East Coast, you feel me? It's just like they're really like lyrical and like bar heavy and like all of that other stuff. But Floridians are more so with the flows.
Right.
You feel
Absolutely.
me? Like we dominate with flows and vibes and shit. Like we
Yeah,
can
for
make
sure.
a vibe real easy. So my thing is like, damn, motherfuckers be having the flow, they be having the sound, like this is what gets people's attention, but they not really saying shit.
Right.
So I'm like, I can really rap for real. Like, I can really say some shit on a track. All I gotta do is just say the shit on the same flow, and it sounds hard, but if you're really paying attention, it's even harder than you think it is.
That's what I noticed right away too. I was like, man, it sound like, some Florida, like the beats and like the instrumentation, but then like the flow was like pretty lyrical. I was like, damn, like she got a whole different kind of pattern. So aside from like, your brothers and your uncle, like who were some of your other influences?
I think musically, I just grew up listening to so many different things because my parents are older, and then my brothers are like, 15 years older than me, and then like I'm discovering music by myself. So I like got a lot of influence from rock music early on because my grandma was like really big into like rock and roll. So I know like classic rock and roll, and like I just really liked rock music in general. So that's like one thing where I implemented a little bit like in the beats wise, like that distortion sound, and like that's why I really fuck with the Florida sound, because it's like rock and hip hop fused. You feel me? Like that was like the whole culture of like our music. So it's just like that I fit in perfectly with that. You feel me? And then on top of that, like when it comes to like how I write songs or what I want my songs to say or how to structure them, it's more so like West Coast artists like Schoolboy Q, Vince Staples, YG, Kendrick Lamar, Tyler the Creator. It's just like the way they story tell is something that made me like them as artists.
That's what's up. Yeah, I don't hear a lot of people bigging up the West Coast as much when, you know what I'm saying,
They don't get
sitting
no
down with guys. But yeah, shout out to the West Coast. Just before you ended the year, you dropped a couple singles back to back to kind of showcase some of that East Coast Florida sound, that No Patience and that Pistol.
Yeah.
Who buddies that made the beat for this joint, were they producing that as well, or was that someone else?
Nah, I produced Pistol.
Oh,
and
really?
Then, yeah. And then my dog Russell Black produced No Patience.
That's what's up. Do you work a lot on your own production, or is that something you kind of do out of necessity?
It depends on how I feel. I'm not gonna lie. Pistol, I was bored in the crib and I was like, bro, I need a beat, and I don't like none of these beats that I got, so I'm gonna make one. So like sometimes it's like out of necessity, but sometimes like I'll link up with producers. I'll be like, all right, like this is what I want, and then half the time I'll be co-producing with them. So a lot of the times when y'all hear the sounds that or the beats that I give y'all, you feel me? It's like I have a lot of input on what I want.
That's what's up. That's dope. You also had like a 3-song EP you dropped with On the Radar Records.
Yeah, I co-produced that one.
How did that come about?
So I met Gabe at Rolling Loud, New York,
Nice.
2022. Yeah, 2022. And he was like, yo, I got this podcast called On the Radar, you feel me? I want you on it. But it's like in the beginning stages right now. And I was like, all right, bet. The next time I come back to New York, I'll do On the Radar.
Sure.
6 months go by, On the Radar start taking the fuck off.
Bro,
I'm like, but the thing was, I was been trying to get back to New York. I was like, damn, I really want to do this shit. Like, you feel me? But it was like, everything happens in due time, you feel me?
Yeah.
So I went out to New York. This is before I had moved to Wisconsin. And I did a quick trip to New York, did the On the Radar. They held that bitch for like 3 months.
He be having a lot of, you know,
heat in the
episodes
kitchen.
in the vault, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, dead ass. So Rolling Loud, Miami happened, and then around that time he dropped it. So it just got like a really big response. Motherfuckers was fucking with it. You feel me? It's on the radar.
Yeah.
You're on the radar now.
Yeah,
It's our shit.
Nah, shout out Gabe. I definitely fuck with everything you're doing over there for New York. That's
he did that. But when we was on the interview, he was like, yo, like, because I was telling him, I was like, yeah, I don't really collaborate with too many people just because of circumstance and a lot of other shit. And he was just like, well, we could collab on some shit. And I think, like, I wasn't thinking that he was playing, but I was like, all right, let's see how this happens. You feel me? So, August, I had went to New York again. I had to handle some shit out there. And then he was like, all right, let's just record the album. So literally in 24 hours, I recorded, made the beats with Fritz. Shouts out Fritz.
Nice.
And his boy. And we had collabed on some beats for the first day. Took them beats home, wrote them bitches like in the car because I had other shit to do.
Sure.
So I'm writing in the car, bro. Like I'm popping out to fucking like club appearances and shit. Every time I get back in the car, I'm trying to write.
Y'all take notes, man. This how Legends is made right here, man. You gotta stay working, man. That's
on me. Wrote 3 songs, brought them hoes back, recorded them hoes, and we were like, all right, we got to get a video. So I came to Chicago, did the Where You At video here in Chinatown.
Man, that's crazy because I thought y'all shot that in New York, low key, but yeah, that's dope. Did y'all?
Yeah, because Chicago and New York look alike. I ain't gonna.
They do a little bit in certain places.
In certain places. And I was like,
that's
bro, if we going Gotham City, I can't be in New York. I just might as well do it in Chicago. So I did it in Chicago.
That's dope. Nah, that's dope. I was just about to ask you about that. That's that video for Where You At, right? Yeah. That was dope. That was a dope ass visual. Is there more work on the way from that collaboration? Are you guys collaborating more, or? Nice.
Y'all just gonna have to wait and see.
I feel that. Yeah, and then you also were telling me how you basically met him at Rolling Loud. How was that? Like, I bet that was probably like a lot of fun. How many times have you performed at Rolling Loud?
7.
7 times?
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope. How did that come about? They reached out to you or your management, or how did that come about?
Crazy story. So R.I.P. my dog Kill Awful, man. So he passed away a few years back. Damn, it's like 2020, 2021. I can't remember. It's R.I.P. to all the dogs, but it's been a lot. But he basically passed away, and his best friend and his sister, R.I.P. Cosmic, they had a memorial show for Awful. So it was like the Kill Awful show. Like everybody was there, you feel me? We was all performing. And a riot had broke out during my set. Like, bro, I swear to God, bro, it was a mosh pit, and then right like behind the mosh pit, it was just a whole brawl going on. I'm not even realizing. I'm thinking like it's a mosh pit at first, and then I realized like, hey yo, niggas is fading. So cops pull in, bro. They took the mic, bro. My whole shit got cut short. I only had like 2 songs, bro. Shit was crazy. I get a text literally the next morning, bro. They was like, it was my homegirl, AB. Shouts out AB Stills. She's like, yo, the main videographer from Rolling Loud, like, he was there at the show. He wanna make a video with you. Cause at that point I didn't have no music videos out.
Sure.
So I was like, what the fuck? And then like I had to go to like my request bin, found him in the request bin. He's like, bro, like I like your music, like you got a video idea for trap, and I was like, no, I didn't even think about doing videos at that point. Like I dropped like 15, 20 songs, no videos. So it was like this is the first time he's like, yeah, like we're gonna do a video. I was like, all right, bet. So we did the video. I posted it, and it ended up on Hot New Hip Hop or some shit.
Nice.
It just ended up on a bunch of shit. That shit went the fuck up. So after that, they was just like, hey, bro, you want to perform at Rolling Loud Miami? And that was like the first, like this was 2021. So this is coming out of the pandemic. And ever since then, it was just like back to back, Rolling Louds back to back. And then it's just like, yeah, that's kind of how that started.
That's dope. So what else you got in store for the fans? What you got planned for this upcoming year?
Oh, just know y'all finna get a lot of songs. Y'all think Way Down the only one. It's not. We finna flood the market this year. I've been tucked away. I've been on hiatus. Y'all know every time I go on hiatus, I come back with the bangers. It is what it is. But nah, this year, I'm tired of waiting.
Have you gotten to work with any major artists yet?
Work with them? In what sense? Not necessarily make songs.
Okay, yeah. Like have you made any songs with anybody that, you know?
Not yet.
Not yet?
Not yet.
Is there anybody that you're hoping to work with soon?
Denzel Curry. I'm working on that.
That's what's up.
Duke Deuce. I'm working on that. I definitely want to do a song with Baby Keem. I say this on every interview. Bruh, Baby Keem, cuh. You want to take over the world? You want to watch the throne, bruh? God, I promise you, it's going to be like a watch the throne. I want a whole tape with Keem. I think like my style and Keem is going to do that. I'm not going to lie. I personally want to listen to that album.
That's what's up.
But who else? Tyler, the Creator, definitely. I would definitely want to work with Pharrell. Definitely want to work with probably like Kendrick. Definitely Schoolboy Q. This man just dropped the album.
Yeah, shout out Q.
He really did that. Like, why you want to do it on the year? I'm trying to go crazy this year. You just want to drop an album. It's cool. It's fine. It's fine.
What's up? Well, man, I appreciate you for coming through. Why don't you go ahead and let the people know your socials, where they could follow you, how they could find you.
My social is Illuminati Skodi. That is Illuminati. Y'all know how to spell it. And Skodi is Skodi. It's like that on every single social media platform ever. So there's no excuse on why you can't find me. You can even find me on PSN.
Damn.
It's the same on PSN. Like, bro, you want to play games and shit? We playing games and shit. But yeah, you can find me like that. And then all of our music is on all of the platforms ever to exist. So just look up Skodi. Y'all know how to spell.
Y'all look up Skodi. You gonna drop some fire for us on this freestyle?
Yes, sir.
All right, bet. Well, look, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I'm your boy, the Kid Blast, here with Skodi, Firehouse Ignite. Thank y'all for tuning in.